Jerry here, KO Media, and we're here for the very first episode of a new item on KO, which is Technical Knockout. And for the first one, we're going to look at a burning topic this week, an interesting subplot, which is, has the Irish public fallen out of favour with Conor McGregor? And how we're going to look at this is analysing the responses to a VOX POP taken by the excellent Petesy Carroll this week. And we're going to compare it to one taken by Noel for Obviously Fight Talk a couple of years back. So we're going to score it by of awareness. We're going to score it by interest. And how we're going to compare them is we're going to score positive. We're going to compare the positive and negative comment points for both videos. And also we're going to look at knowledge of the event, awareness of the event, and let's see how they compare. So let's have a look. The two videos are running here behind me on our high-tech screens, and so let's take a closer look at them now.
People keep asking me, Petesy, how do the Irish feel about Conor McGregor ahead of this comeback fight? So what better way to find out than to head into Henry Street in the middle of the North Inner City and ask the people themselves?
Are you aware that next Saturday night he's fighting in Vegas again?
No.
What do you think the average Irish person thinks of Conor? He used to be such a hero around here.
He did, yeah. We used to have like big night out parties whenever he'd fight, but like don't really have an opinion anymore, really. You know, I don't know why, but
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's hard not to notice when you're here, and he's a big figure in Ireland. Whether you like him or you don't like him, I think most people know that it's happening.
It's proper under the radar, like for like casual fans even. Like I was like to one of the boys, Conor's on next week. I was like, alright. Didn't have a clue, like, but like I'm buzzing for it because he hasn't fought in ages and he's looking good. Like I'm really looking forward to it. But a bit worried about it being at welterweight, but I'm expecting a win from him for sure. Like.
So first of all, are you aware that Conor McGregor was fighting next weekend against Donald Cerrone?
Yeah.
no, I actually had no idea.
Really?
Yeah, I had no idea at all.
And would you have been aware of the other fights back when he was fighting Floyd Mayweather and stuff like that?
Yeah. I've only stayed up for like one of his fights, but yeah, no, I would have heard about it and I would have seen it like Snapchat stories and everything. Yeah.
A lot of people think that his popularity has kind of dwindled a little bit. Would you say that?
It has gone down a little bit over the pub incidents, unfortunately, but I like him and I hope he does well in the fight.
No, I'd say his popularity's dropped massively the last while, yeah.
How, like, I mean, is it the incident at the bar and stuff like that? Do you think that really...
I'd say it's a bit of it, and I'd say the fact that he's lost a couple as well. You know, people are like, the hype's kind of gone down a bit since the Alvarez fight, really, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like a lot of buzz is lost, especially in Ireland, you know, with him kind of getting into fights. He's kind of given Irish people a bad reputation, so I feel like, you know, his career is kind of slipping a bit.
Do you think the people of Ireland are aware as much of his other fights that he's fighting next weekend?
No, I think it's definitely waned. I think maybe partly due to the fact he's been out for quite a while. I think maybe the hype of one fight after the other. He was fighting 2 or 3 times a year at one stage when he started. I suppose the build up from, you know, his very first nothing to then what you could say everything, I suppose. And then there's definitely there's definitely a shift in maybe people's opinion as well due to recent 24 months activity, perhaps, if I was to say that.
Do you get much backlash as a Conor McGregor fan, as an Irishman now, when you're like...
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, my dad hates anyone over the age of like 40 isn't really a fan of him anymore. It's like you're almost looked down on for being loyal to him because of all this stuff that's gone on. But like when he's in the cage, he's in the cage. Look forward to seeing him for sure. Like
just the way he was just behaving sometimes, he was just very ignorant, and I don't know, he was just kind of... What's the right word for it?
just acting weird.
He was, I think he's privileged now.
Do you think with a win, the Irish people will get back behind him again, or do you feel like the relationship is tarnished, like it's probably never going to be the same?
I don't know, I feel like it's kind of been tarnished a bit. I mean, personally, I wouldn't stay up for one of his fights. I know people used to have massive parties. My brother used to have massive parties, but you know, I don't think he even knows that he's fighting anymore. You know, my brother used to be really into MMA.
I think it'll pick up. People will still get behind him. I hope they do, and anyway.
Yeah, I think a win and then another fight in 2020. I think that's really what he needs. He needs a win, and then he needs to get a next one booked.
Well, it's hard to know about that one.
He has to win first, right?
He has to win first anyway. And I tell you what, he was going well in the start, but after this court appearance in America and here as well, didn't help him.
Not me, but sure.
So you'll go to the party next time if he wins this one, is what you're saying?
I mean, if people will go, but will people go? I don't know.
I don't know.
I just live my life, that's it.
No, like, yeah, I probably would, because he's just, you know, doing a good impression of us, like, and just a nice win for the country, I don't know.
And do you think he'll get the job done against Donald Cerrone?
I think so.
Are people underestimating Donald?
I don't know, but I think, to be fair, you know, McGregor would have a lot of support, and you know, he's hard to deny given his record. Yes, he's lost some, but not many people will go up against the people he'll go up either, and sort of just take it as it comes and do his best to prepare.
Actually, I think Conor will win, so
yeah.
Am I that excited? No, but I think I'm waiting for Conor's comeback. So,
do you support the guy, or are you just watching to see what
I'm kind of discussing that with myself at the moment. I'm not sure. Like, when I'm watching the fight, I'll see who I'm up for.
I just think at lightweight he would have ran through him, no problem. But it's just that he's pretty good at it. Like Cerrone, he didn't lose that much at welterweight. Only like Masvidal, and like gave Lawler a good fight that time as well. Like, so I actually don't know, man. I hope he wins though, because it'd be pretty shit if he lost. Like,
because Conor is not as good as Cerrone on the ground, if you get what I mean. But he'll catch. I think in the first round he'll catch him. He's fast and he's accurate, and he'll catch him.
McGregor gets the job done.
Do you think people are underrating Cerrone at all?
Nah, he gets hit too much.
And then back straight into title action after that, do you think?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah. Maybe Gaethje first and then back title action after that, I'd say. Yeah.
He just has to get his head right, stop the carrying on and just do what he's good at. He's good at boxing, he's good at the kickboxing, and he'll do it. He'll come back.
Now that we've heard from all the lovely people in Dublin, make sure you keep it locked on MMAfighting.com for all your UFC 246 Fight Week coverage. Thanks very much. Enjoy.
Noel from obviously Fight Talk here, and I'm joined by
Pauline
and
Mary.
So Mary, as you can tell, they're big Conor McGregor fans. So ladies, Conor's fighting Nate Diaz this week. Who do you think's going to win and how?
Conor, of course, and it'll be all over by the third round, I would say.
Third round stoppage. I like your thoughts.
I think it'll be the second round, actually.
And you think it's Conor as well?
Oh, definitely Conor.
And there you have it, folks. Conor, round 3 or round 2. So I'm joined here by
Adam O'Brien.
What's the crack, Adam? So Conor's fighting Nate Diaz next weekend. So what's your thoughts on the fight? Your prediction? Who's going to win and how are they going to do it?
I think Conor's going to win. I think he'll win in the third round. I think he'll do well.
TKO knockout?
TKO knockout, yeah. Knockout, yeah. So.
Are you going to watch the fights at home in a session with a few cans? You're getting them stocked up earlier.
Yeah, say I'll watch it with a few cans or the lads and see what happens.
I'm joined by
Gavin Duffy.
Gavin, so Conor's fighting Nate this weekend. Who do you think's going to win and how?
Conor McGregor, because he's Irish, I'm Irish, and I want him to win.
That makes perfect sense. Cheers. So Conor, who's your pick here? Who do you think's going to win and how?
He's going to get it back. He fucking does have a grudge from the first round, like the first fight, so like, it should be good, you know.
And we're in Starbucks on Dun Laoghaire with
David.
So David, Conor is taking on Nate Diaz this weekend. What's your prediction for the fight? When and how and who's going to win?
I've no idea, but Nate could get it again. He got him before. Like, Conor's good. He likes to talk, but he could be like, do you remember Chuck? He was like
the man, the myth, the legend.
Guy, and then he just went downhill from there. Could be another one of those situations.
There's a bold prediction. So we're going with Nate Diaz?
I'm going to go for Nate, yeah.
The first one of the day. Thanks very much, and cheers for the coffee. Enjoy. With the man in the van himself. So we're talking about Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz. Who do you think wins and how?
No idea.
No idea. The man in the van does not know. Take care, man in the van. We're in Hicks in Dun Laoghaire, the best butchers around, and I'm joined by Richard. So Richard, who do you think's going to win? Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz, how and when?
McGregor, second round. Knockout, definitely.
Perfect. You heard it there, folks. For our best sausages as well. Get into Hicks. Now here, I'm obviously Fight Talk, and I'm joined with Martin. So Martin, Conor McGregor's taking on Nate Diaz this weekend. How do you think it's going to go?
Is he?
He is, yeah, this Saturday, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's going to go well, yeah.
And who do you think's going to win, and how are they going to win?
Who's fighting again?
It's Conor McGregor versus Mick Mooney.
Alright, big country Mooney?
Yeah, that's him. Would you answer the question?
Sorry, pal. Diaz with a third round.
Yeah, so we're going your first Irishman to pick against him today in the streets.
Fuck the rest of them.
So guys, there you have it. The figures are there in black and white, or should I say blue and red. And it looks very much like sentiment has dropped. Going back to the Diaz fight, I think the positive comments were 60%, 66% positive, and that has swung over to 60% negative. So the evidence is there. It's not a massive sample, but I think even going by the way people were talking before and the way they're talking now, there's definitely a change in public sentiment. And I'm sorry guys, it's not just on Twitter. So from Jerry on the technical knockout, technical KO number 1, thank you for listening. Over and out. Enjoy the fight Saturday night. Thank you.